Hello friends, today we are going to discuss mineral gypsum. Okay, see, this is the mineral gypsum. Okay, so this gypsum mineral come from Greek language. Okay, gypsos it means plaster. Okay, and category of mineral gypsum is the sulfate mineral. Formula of mineral gypsum is CaSO4.2H2O. Crystal system of gypsum is monoclinic. Okay, so in this slide there are two important things. One is the chemical composition CaSO4.2H2O and crystal system monoclinic. Okay. Now we are going to discuss physical property. So Mohs hardness of gypsum is the 2. Gypsum is colorless and we know that color depend on the impurity of the trace element, but mostly gypsum is colorless. Now lustre of gypsum is vitreous to silky or pearly or sometimes waxy. Streak of gypsum is white and tenacity of gypsum is the flexible. Okay, so remember hardness because hardness is important. Why hardness is important? Because gypsum is part of the Mohs hardness scale and hardness of gypsum is the 2. Now next another property, optic sign of gypsum is the biaxial positive, and examiner directly ask you the twin. Okay, so cell-tail twin present in the gypsum crystals. Okay, also remember this twin plane, one not. Examiner directly ask you which mineral is example of cell-tail twin. So answer is gypsum. Okay. Now occurrence it means how to form mineral gypsum. Okay, so gypsum mainly formed through the process of evaporation in the desert, desertic region, or simply in the tropical climate. So evaporation is a process in which water convert into the vapor. Okay, so gypsum formed through this process in the desertic region, or gypsum also formed through the process of the hydration. Okay, see this reaction CaSO4 is the anhydrite. Okay, we will read anhydrite is a separate mineral. So this anhydrite react with water and form the gypsum. Okay, so gypsum can be formed through the hydration or can be formed through the process of evaporation. Remember this reaction also. Now we are going to discuss usage of the mineral gypsum. There are various use of the mineral gypsum, but mainly used in the cement production. Or this gypsum, actually, this gypsum control the settling time in the cement. Okay, and gypsum also used for the making plaster of Paris, or this plaster of Paris used for the making molds, statue, and wall plaster, etc. And gypsum also used in the agriculture industry for the fertilizer making. Okay, and mm, for drywall manufacturing, this gypsum is also used. Okay, but remember the use of the gypsum in the cement industry for the control the settling time. This gypsum control the settling time in the cement industry. Okay, cement. So this line is important. Now see the another use, or this is the optical use of the gypsum. In upcoming video we are going to discuss the optical microscope. So we will discuss there are three accessory plate in the optical microscope. One is the mica plate and gypsum plate, and one is the quartz plate. Okay, quartz wedge. So this is the gypsum plate. Okay, and retardation of this gypsum plate is 550 nanometer, and this gypsum plate is mostly used in optical microscope as an accessory plate. Okay, now next this is very important slide for exam. Varieties of gypsum. There are four important variety. Number one is the satin spar. Okay, satin spar is pearly as well as fibrous variety of gypsum. Then second variety is the selenite. Selenite is the transparent variety of mineral gypsum. Then albaster. Albaster is fine grain variety of mineral gypsum. Then next is the gypsite. Gypsite is earthy pulverulent variety of mineral gypsum. Now let's see the pictures. See this picture. This is see the fibrous habit here. Okay. So this is the fibrous variety of mineral gypsum known as satin spar. Okay. Now see, this is the transparent. So this transparent variety of gypsum is known as selenite. Okay, so this transparent variety, transparent mineral is the selenite. Okay, and selenite is the variety of gypsum. Now next, see, this is very fine grain and very smooth. Mm, so this fine grain variety of gypsum is known as alabaster. Okay, and this alabaster also used for the sculpture or carving. See, this is sculpture. Okay, so this is the mineral alabaster. Alabaster is fine grain variety of mineral gypsum. Now we are going to discuss very important part of this video, question answer. Okay, so what is the chemical formula of mineral gypsum? So we know the chemical formula of gypsum is CaSO4.2H2O. Now next question, what is the crystal system of mineral gypsum? So we know gypsum crystallize in the monoclinic crystal system. Next, what is the hardness of gypsum on Mohs scale? So hardness of gypsum is the 2. Okay. Now what is the appearance of the satin spar in the gypsum? So we know gypsum is fibrous variety of satin spar is the fibrous variety of gypsum. See, this is the fibrous variety of gypsum. Next, selenite gypsum is characterized by what feature? So selenite is the transparent variety of gypsum. See, this is the selenite, and selenite is the transparent and bladed crystals. Okay. Next, alabaster is known for being, so see, this is the alabaster, and alabaster is fine grain and slightly colored. So remember, alabaster is the fine grain variety of mineral gypsum. Then gypsite, so gypsite is the 4th variety, or gypsite is earthy variety of the mineral gypsum. Okay. Now next, what type of twinning is common in the gypsum crystal? So we already know swallowtail twin is characteristic of the gypsum crystals. Now gypsum exhibit which optical property? So we know the optic sign of gypsum is the biaxial positive. Okay. Now next, gypsum is commonly found in association with what type of the rock? So we know gypsum formed through the process of the evaporation. So evaporite always associated with the sedimentary rock. Now next, which of the following is sulfate mineral? Quartz, gypsum, calcite and dolomite. So quartz is silicate, calcite is carbonate, dolomite is also carbonate, and only gypsum is sulfate mineral here. Now next, the formation of gypsum is most commonly associated with. So we know gypsum formed through the process of the evaporation. So evaporite process is correct answer. Next, the use of alabaster is popularly in which the following industry. So we know the alabaster is very fine grain, and this is used for the sculpture making or carving. Okay. Now next question, what is the primary component of the gypsum? So gypsum, primary component of gypsum is the calcium sulfate. Okay. Now next, the luster of selenite is typically described as, so selenite is transparent variety. Okay. And so this is the look like the broken glass like. Okay. So this luster is known as vitreous. Okay. Next, the primary use of gypsum in construction is for, okay, so primary use of gypsum in construction is the making wallboard or drywall. Okay, see, okay. Now next, which of the following is an industrial use of the gypsum? So industrial use of gypsum is the fertilizer production. Okay. Now next, gypsum deposit are most commonly found in which type of the climate region? So gypsum formed through the process of evaporation, or this evaporation mainly in the arid or semi-arid region or something desertic region. Okay. If this question is if multiple choice, then tropical is also correct. Okay. tropical, arid or semi-arid climate. Okay, favor the evaporation process. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Please try to share with maximum students.